Okay. Hey guys, welcome to episode 95 of Two Girls Chirping. I'm Lauren.
I'm Abby.
Today, we're liars. We're pretty little liars because I'm sorry, there's too much to talk about in episode 7 for us to do episode 7 and 8, so we're only doing 7. How's that coffee treating you over there?
It's really good. It's good soup. It's okay because I have a backup drink.
Is it the coffee? Genuinely? Or is it the new syrup?
It's the new syrup. It's just throwing me because, like, I've been on a kick of chai tea.
Mm-hmm.
And, which I guess chai tea is redundant. I've been on a kick of chai. So it's just throwing me. Tasting milk. I think it'll be fine.
Yum.
I think it'll be fine. It's also just, like, really light.
It is super light.
And it's almond milk. So that might be why, but it's...
Yeah, I don't really like
like
almond milk. I prefer oat milk if I can have it.
Well, I tried getting oat milk, and then they just delivered 12 bottles of almond milk.
And that's actually facts.
You know, in this economy, I'll take free milk where I can get it, and I'm using it for iced drinks.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, do you want to introduce yourself?
But I already said I'm Abby.
Oh, just kidding.
Yeah, because you said, and we're liars.
Oh, you're right.
And then I was trying to force myself to swallow the coffee. That really threw me off. Yeah. In an effort to keep this episode under an hour and a half, we're only doing one episode of Off Campus. This is the penultimate one, and then next week will be the finale.
I do have 2 things MNHL-wise to discuss before we dive in there.
I have a couple things. I'm hoping that you haven't seen one of these, but I feel like you have. I have an unrelated to MNHL, but still hockey-related thing.
Okay. Well, my thing is, number 1, Connor Bedard hurt his shoulder again in practice. He had surgery earlier this week and is supposed to be recovered and back in hopefully 4 months. So we'll see. Definitely missing the start of the season, but
Dang, you do have... Okay, yeah.
I mean, I'm happy to let you talk about it.
No, it's fine. Yeah, I did forget about that. That did happen.
I mean, I wouldn't expect you. Like, Connor Bedard is my child, you know.
I definitely saw it pop up and was like, anyways.
Anywho,
okay,
speedy recovery to you, little Betsy Poo.
Do you want to end with the Devils, or... You know what? I'm just going to let you go through your notes, and I'll pick up.
My only other one was that Nico Hischier, the man he is, he jumped. So there was a family in a, like, inflatable raft or whatever, and they got in some treacherous waters near a dam, which we've almost been there, and they couldn't get out. Our dad likes to go way too close to the line that clearly says "do not cross." Way too close.
We have never been in the situation that this family has been in.
No, I've never had Nico Hischier and the police come save me.
I mean, a dream would be the Nico Hischier coming.
There's still time, though. No, I can't.
Imagine you're about to go over a waterfall and die, and you're freaking out, and then someone's like, grab my hand, and it's Nico Hischier to save your life. What the hell?
I can't imagine it because I don't go down treacherous roads, you know? I don't take unnecessary risk.
Sometimes the risks take you.
And me personally, I am not that big of a fan of water. I'm going to say something controversial. I love looking at water. I don't really necessarily love being in water. Like, I don't like going in the ocean. I just like looking at it. The ocean is so big and there's so much that is in it and there's so much we don't know about it that I like to hear the waves crash, like to dip my little toes in, maybe knee high. That's about it.
You haven't lived until you've been in the ocean with Lauren.
Actually,
and a little baby fish brushes up against her, or she thinks a baby fish brushes up against her, and she goes, "I'm out." And before you can turn around and be like, "What happened?" She's on the beach already. It's like Jesus. You just walk on water.
Look, one thing about me is I'm going to head out. I'm the same with the lake. The lake to me is even scarier. And then I'm going to get back on track. The lake to me is even scarier.
Yeah, that's fair.
You have the most incredible lake story.
I'm not telling that story.
We don't have
That's
to.
not an incredible. That is an extremely traumatizing event when I genuinely thought I was dying.
And it's so funny.
And yeah.
But anyways, back on track.
Yeah.
Family shit's popping off. Family in danger, if you will. Help. Ayuda, help me. But in Swiss German. And the police are out there. They need... I was going to say something disrespectful to Nico Heischer. They need that dump truck to really anchor them to save him. So Nico Heischer jumps in the water, helps the police. They pull the family to a footbridge, and then eventually they're able to get him out.
Yeah.
Now, Nico Heischer was quoted basically just being like...
That's what I was about to say. He downplayed his role, saying he's just happy everybody made it out.
Yeah, because he wasn't the only one. He's just the most famous one that did it. Like, there were several people, but...
Yeah, that's
that
captain
man.
Material right there.
That is my captain.
Yeah. You're telling me Austin
That's
Matthews
Dougie's
would do
captain.
that?
You can't even see Dougalicious. There you are.
Dougalicious.
What else you got? That's it for me.
Right. I'll briefly touch on Leo Carlson. He's played with the Flyers for like 5 years. The Ducks offer sheeted him, which essentially means if the Flyers didn't match that offer, he belongs to the Ducks. And the Flyers matched it. The Flyers matched the offer for $18 million a year, making Leo Carlson now the highest paid player in the NHL.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Which is
these people are
insane.
out of control.
Insane.
$18 million a year just to go out round one if you even go to the playoffs.
If you even go to the playoffs.
But they were super fun to see at playoffs. I kind of hope that they're back.
Yeah. Gavin McKenna did sign an entry-level deal with Toronto. He will start playing this season.
Rip.
Everybody kind of expected that. I just hope that it's not as embarrassing as the draft was. And then...
And that was not his fault.
That was not his fault, no. And then I just have a little fun fact. And then I have a off-campus fun fact that I think you already know.
Are you?
But I don't think we talked about. But what?
It's coming to me. Did you say the Arbor Jack guy he went into what is that?
Arbitration.
Arbitration?
I did not
with
see
the Habs?
that, actually. But that makes sense. Somebody else declared for arbitration.
I declare arbitration.
Were you doing The Office?
Yes.
I declare bankruptcy.
Yes.
Okay, Paris Hilton,
Yeah, love
our
her.
girl. Did you know she used to play hockey?
Was that in the wilderness camp she was at where they assaulted and abused them? Or?
No. That it was just like in her high school. Fun fact.
In New York?
Yeah, she played hockey. I
Good
think she
for
was
her.
a goaltender.
I mean, she's always been tall.
Yeah, she has always been tall.
She's just so freaking skinny. I was like, there ain't no way you're laying a hit. Ain't no
Nah.
way.
Dang, I'm looking at the rock she has on her finger right now. It always takes me by surprise. And then my last thing that is off-campus related before we jump in. I'm pretty sure you know. Belmont. What is his last name? Camelli, I think is his last name. Belmont.
Sure.
I know his first name is Belmont. He donated, or he tried to donate a kidney to one of his friends years ago.
Everything I see about him, he's just like a freaking angel.
Yeah.
Like he was a math teacher, like a middle school math teacher during the workers' strike and
Yeah, I
just
believe
certified green flag, I think.
Yeah, his kidney wasn't a match, but he ended up saving the lives of 7 other strangers.
Kidneys are incredibly hard to match. Like it's the hardest organ to find a donor for.
Would you give me a kidney?
No.
Why?
Why do I need to give you my organs? Do better. Keep your organs alive.
But what if my body can't?
Sounds like it's time to go to heaven. You don't understand the organ donation process, so you don't understand what you're asking of me. You think we're just going to go to sleep and you're going to wake up with one of my kidneys in you, but you have no idea what that actually looks like.
I know it's a process, and I know your body rejects them sometimes. I remember Selena Gomez. She needed a liver, though, I think.
No.
Okay, let's move on.
Gonna stop you right there. Keep your hands to yourself. You can't have my kidneys.
So you heard it here
When
first,
I
guys.
die, you'll have to kill
Healthcare
me.
hero doesn't want to give family member a kidney. Have fun paying the mortgage without me.
Girl, I can.
I know you can.
It wouldn't be fun, but I can do it.
Yeah. Okay, episode 7 of Off Campus, titled The Face Off. I have titled it Stunt Doubles and Bike Crashes.
Also, just one more thing. It's not fair because my body is in perfect health and your body, you couldn't donate with your blood clotting disorder, number
it's true.
1. So it's not like it's not an even playing field.
I wonder. Yeah, that's a very valid point. I've already got health problems. Yours is perfect. So, like,
I wouldn't even want your fuck ass organs. They can't.
I couldn't give you my organs.
They can't last in this
That
body.
is one thing that I feel like a bad member of society because I can't give blood.
I can't give blood either.
The amount of times people are like, "Are you going to give blood?" Like, there used to be a blood thing, like
blood drive
at our office, and everybody would be like, "Are you going to give blood? Are you going to give blood? Have you already gone and given blood?" And I'm like, "I can't. No, I'm not. I'm not doing it. But I can't. I would love to, but I can't. They wouldn't take my blood."
I'm gonna say something so pretentious. The only time I tried to donate blood,
Oh my god. I know where this is going.
the only time I tried to donate blood, apparently there's a weight minimum, which tracks, but they were eyeballing me and didn't think I met the minimum, and I don't know because I'm not allowed to have a scale for my own mental health. And so I was arguing with like a 60-year-old woman that I most definitely weigh. I think it's not crazy. I think it's like 110 pounds or something like that. She made me get on a scale in front of, keep in mind, my entire nursing cohort. So like all 30 of us at that point. And she was right.
Yeah. I also, like, this was right after you graduated high school. Your metabolism was at its peak too, and you're just overall a small human being.
I'm a very small human being.
She's not like other girls.
I'm just so small.
She's just 5'2".
I'm so small and I'm so skinny.
Are you 5'2"? You're short.
5'2" and a half, first of all. And it's half on the line, mind you.
That's how you know she's short. She wants respect on the half.
And yeah, anyone under 5'4" can relate. Anyways, episode 7.
My 5'6" self.
Nobody likes a bragger.
And we came from the same people.
I know, you stole all my height. It's ridiculous.
I didn't steal nothing. You left it behind for me.
I did not voluntarily do that.
Blood disorder. I've got a blood disorder.
I've got a big forehead.
I have no metabolism.
I have big ears.
You've got beautiful hair.
That's just because it has a texture to it. I take a supplement for that. That's not natural.
Episode clip.
All right. Officially episode 7.
Episode 7, The Face Off, aka Stunt Doubles and Bike Crashes.
My episode title is fuck that, I'm not good.
Yeah. This episode.
Rage bait.
Yeah.
Straight
Just
rage bait.
We were talking about it before we started recording. The first couple episodes were so cute and we had such good expectations. And then it's just like gone off the rails.
It went off the rails around episode 6 and it's not found its way back on track.
Correct. Okay, we pick up.
Also,
Acid reflux.
I have IBS and diverticuli
You think
and a lactose intolerance.
Yeah,
Not
I have at least 2 of those things. I just don't know if I have the third because I don't know what that word means. Ingrown toenails.
Yeah. You have ugly feet, but so what? I have short legs.
Arthritis.
How does the episode start? You do not have arthritis yet. You will know.
Girl, I feel like I might.
Keep it moving.
I gotta edit all of that out anyways because we
Why? Leave it in.
You're right.
It's fun.
We pick up with Hannah at. I'm sorry, I'm still trying to get it together. We pick up with Hannah at a high school hockey game. She's doodling in her notebook because she's not like other girls. She's writing songs. while playing in the band at the hockey game, and she misses a cue at one point, and the entire band is standing up, and she's at the dead center front row in front of the
Literally.
instructor, and she's just writing her music. Anyways, the instructor's her dad, so it's fine.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I also appreciate the fact that they didn't like slap glasses on her and fake braces and be like, she's young now.
Yeah, they just put on a filter and dressed her a
Yeah.
little bit different.
Yeah.
Also, I'm Southern, so I'm sorry if this is offensive, but genuinely, do bands play at high school hockey
Yes.
games?
In when it's like the biggest sport, like Michigan.
Okay.
And in areas like that, yeah. they
How
do.
often do you think they play? Like after each period, after each like TV timeout? Like I don't understand, and I don't need to.
It's like how there's music anytime there's not active play at a hockey game.
Dude, a freaking drum line at a hockey game.
Yeah.
Do they put on skates and do a halftime performance?
No.
After the each
An
intermission.
performance, no.
Missed opportunity.
Missed opportunity. Truly missed opportunity. Yeah.
Only way that drum line could look cooler.
Slapped knives on their feet.
No guards, because this is Amazon Prime and we don't need skate guards. That's actually a myth.
Yeah, walk on concrete with your skates. Absolutely.
It's totally fine.
Yeah, her parents are there. It was really cute, just like family banter. And then her dad just started, the actor, I'm purely blaming the actor overacting everything. And he started pissing me off.
What? That was for fun.
Ew, just like he was overacting. I didn't like it.
I loved it. I ate it up. I loved the banter. I love anytime I get to see their family.
Yeah. And then suddenly, like, she sees her attacker walk out of the arena, and it's like cutting back and forth between seeing him then, seeing him at the Briar U game, and her having a meltdown, running through the street and all of that. And it just like lands on her, literally staring off into space, headphones on, bumping music, alone in her bedroom.
She's fully disassociated.
Fully disassociated. Allie even is like, I have an extra cookie. Do you want it? And she's like, I'm not hungry. Oh, I'm not hungry. Do you know that?
Look,
what I'm referencing?
Yes, I do know that.
Please.
But also, when I'm really stressed, I completely lose my appetite. So I see her there.
When I'm stressed, all I do is eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's levels to this.
Add that to the list of why I have it worse than you. Yeah, she's basically just going through it. Pre-game.
You heard it here first. She's going through it.
She's going through it. Then it comes to pregame. The guys are watching St. Anthony's unload from the bus. Basically just talking shit about them. They mention like St. Anthony's 10-game win streak is going to be broken tonight. And someone, Sims is his name, speaks in Czech. And Dean goes, yeah, see, Sims gets it. I'm like, of course Dean speaks Czech.
Yeah, he's a rich,
Yeah.
rich.
Yeah. They walk in and Garrett's dad is already there.
Also, can I
pissing
just
me off.
interject really quick? Because the fact that Hannah's rapist hockey team's name is the Vipers, the Snakes. Yeah,
Tracks.
I mean, I see you, cinema.
Also, it's crazy. St. Anthony's gives it's a Catholic school, and then being a Viper is crazy. Because in religion.
Because Bible, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Garrett's
Fake ass bitches.
fake ass bitches. That's why they allow him to be on that team. Okay.
He's got money.
Garrett's dad is there. He goes, you got a tough one tonight. I hope you're feeling good. Garrett goes, don't worry about me. And then Cindy walks up. And everybody screamed, why are you still with him? Throws Garrett off. He's pissed that she's still there. They even like share a look. And then he goes to call Hannah, he doesn't call her. He texts her and is like, can I talk to you before the game? It's important. But Hannah's too busy having a breakdown, which is honestly kind of valid.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Then we have Allie, our queen.
I love her maroon feather cardigan.
gosh.
It's so cute.
I love the way she plays this character.
Yes.
So much. Allie's leaving a voicemail for Sean, apologizing for how he found out that she was sleeping with someone else. And then she goes, but also, literally, how dare you suggest I'm incapable of being alone? Like, that's so fucked of you, Sean. So fucked. Anyways, I couldn't be more sorry.
Hilarious.
Bo walks out of a building. Everybody screams for joy. He's like, I need a huge favor from you. I said, I can't deal with anybody else's problems today. I'm emotionally raw. I'm a shell of a woman. And then Joanna Maxwell, who is not played by Philippa Sue.
I know, completely
Which
imploded.
really threw me. Really threw me. That's not my Joanne Maxwell, but it's fine. Walks out, recognizes Allie. They have the same manager, asks if she wants to read lines. It would derail her entire day. And Allie's like, no, please derail my day. It's the Joanna Maxwell.
But like, what else does she have going on that day? You know?
Absolutely. Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, to read with Joanna Maxwell?
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Brady Kachuk's worst nightmare. Reading.
And women.
Reading aloud.
Reading and women.
Facts.
Okay, the game has started. Jules has upgraded their setup to have a tripod in it for streaming the games.
They hired me a couple episodes when I was like, get a freaking tripod.
Honestly, yeah. I'm kind of shocked that they didn't implement that sooner.
I think they really wanted to act like Jules has had a tripod. This is me overthinking. They wanted to gaslight us that Jules has had a tripod. And I know that they didn't have a tripod when we've seen them.
Yeah.
Because they were just filming with hand. And I was like, that's foul. That's diabolical.
Yeah.
No one can watch that.
Yeah. Delaney is there. Delaney is Hannah's attacker, in case we haven't said that this episode already. He's also a center, so he goes up one-on-one with Garrett pretty much the whole night. And they're beating the shit out of Briar U. And then he goes, come on, Graham, it's no fun if you're not fighting back. And I have in all caps, red, bold. Yeah, I heard you like it when they put up a fight, you sick fuck.
Truly. Truly, I hate this man so much. Hate him.
The thing is, he looks like someone that would rape someone.
He looks like an asshole.
Yeah.
He really does.
Yeah. Hannah is still in her room, listening to music, pulls out her 11th grade journal, and is flipping through like some of the songs that she's written in it, which honestly it's kind of crazy to me that she brought that with her to college. But it is what it is.
She's a music major, and that's her notebook of songs.
I know. Yeah.
It's a plot device, but that's okay.
It's fine. It's fine. She comes
We can't
across-
relate. We lived at home when we were in college. I don't know what people were bringing.
Yeah, I moved out a little before I graduated, and I probably should have stayed. It was rough. Actually, no, it was probably worth it.
Yeah, I paid for a lot of it. I
Lauren-
said, don't worry, baby girl.
Lauren literally kept me alive my last year of college. Shout out.
So true. See, I might not donate an organ, but I will keep you alive.
That's a fact. That's a fact. She might not give me an organ, but she'll just feed me. She'll make sure I'm not starving to death, making sure I can pay my bills.
Bills paid.
Bills paid. Hannah's phone is blowing up.
Which, I'm sorry, if you're having a real minty bee, put that thing on Do Not Disturb.
That's exactly what I said. Girl, put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Because you can see where she hasn't like read Garrett's texts yet, but also the notifications that are just popping up every 5 seconds are about the game going on, and she's reading them, and it's just sending her over the edge. I'm like, girl, put your phone away.
Also, you're reading them. Take 2 seconds to just text Garrett back.
Yeah, which
Just
like
just 2.
it's not like she picked it up to read them. It was just going off, and she did like a little look over.
I know, but never mind.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
no,
judge
I
her too
agree.
harshly. That being said, I did say she needs to take a Benadryl or like do some box breathing or something. Like, Jesus Christ, girl.
I said, I'm so sorry, but the acting in this scene really took me out of the moment.
Fair.
Yeah, because I'm like, this is fair to be acting or feeling this way, but the acting's just not there. Back at the game, though, Briar U's getting whooped. They're down 3-1, and they're getting their asses handed to them. So I guess not whooped, but they're not doing good. And the coach is like, I don't even know what he said, but some guy sitting next to Dean goes, don't worry about us, we're fine. And Dean goes, fuck that, I'm not good.
Also, this is important to note. In the prior scene, when Garrett is just sucking at hockey, he's looking, Hannah's not there.
Oh, yeah.
And we get an internal monologue. We get a narration of Garrett going, Wellesley, where are you? Why? It's the only time we've ever had a narration of an internal monologue. And it's just that one. No, in general, for the most part.
Really?
That I've noted. And it's just one freaking line. It was so stupid. Like, I'm sorry. Do we have telepathy now because we're trauma bonded? Like, what is that? I didn't. That was something I didn't like.
My thing is they're showing him like scanning the crowd. They're showing
Like, it's
the
not
crowd.
necessary.
Yeah.
I understand.
It's like show not tell, but you're showing and telling.
So just in case you missed it,
He's looking for Wilsey.
He's confuddled at where his girl at.
Yeah. You know, where my girl at?
Melanie.
Yeah, they're in the locker room. Logan goes over one-on-one to Garrett and is like, hey man, this is what I think you should do to like improve. And he goes, who died and made you coach?
Keep in mind, he has done nothing. He's actively being a burden to everyone around him. He's also acting like such a dick. The only thing this actor is doing is just the same angry face we've seen every time.
And like back turned to everybody.
Literally back turned to everybody. Look, his boys are much nicer than me because I would have been like, snap out of it. Like, I would have bitch slapped him.
Which by the second intermission, Logan was done giving a fuck. At this point, he said, fine, figure it out yourself, but figure it out quick.
Period.
Yeah.
Look, I'm a Logan apologist this episode too. Everything he says, I stand behind. It needed to be said. In fact, it needed to be said harder, harsher, and also earlier. They let him get away with so much shit.
They do. Yeah. Garrett also then sneaks away to call Hannah, which she doesn't answer. But I'm also like, where are you? I guess he just like stepped outside of the main locker room. I don't know.
He goes to the music room, which
that's later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because he's in the equipment room. And you know that because there's just hockey sticks on the wall, and that's it.
Which that's also just, like, not how they're stored. But it's fine. It's fine. We're going to move on from that. Anyways, Hannah declines the call, and she's, like, in her theater building. She declines the call. Do you want to say what you thought?
So the thing is, it, like, shows her, and she right in front of her. It's her and her phone, and just a freaking fire alarm. So she declines the call.
Right
she
there.
looks right at the fire alarm, and I swear to God, I thought she was going to pull the fire alarm, but instead she gets lulled in by an angelic melody that is being played on the piano. She walks in. The angelic melody is, of course, courtesy of our amazing music teacher, Naveed. Look, I love it when coaches and teachers show you why they coach or teach, because I'm like, oh my God, literally is that on Spotify? I meant to look and see. And all I could think is, oh my God, they're doing original songs from Glee. It's the first good original song we've heard this entire show. And it's not, I don't know.
It's the first original, technically. But I also, is
Hannah
it really an original? All of the songs she's done have actually been covers, though.
What about Yellow Haze?
I hope to God that's just like a parody of something. Yellow Streams. Yellow Rain is what it was. Like pee? Yeah, I said I could be lured to sleep to that song.
Do you mean lulled to sleep or lured to sleep?
I definitely typed lured.
Yeah, it was wonderful. Like I might pull up that scene and listen to it later today if I can't find that song.
Yeah, I also want to point out he said that song is part of a series that he wrote when his son went off to daycare of him exploring the emptiness of time.
Like casually drops that. It's like a freaking Wednesday at 1 p.m. or something.
Yeah, actually.
Why is he not the head of philosophy? Serious question.
I don't know, because he then proceeds to therapize her again. She says, "You're good. I finally get what..." Which, like, obviously he's good. He's a professor.
And he basically is like, yeah, I'm good. Otherwise, why would I be here?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah, he was just like, I would hope so.
He's like, I do this for a living.
She said, I finally get it when you say write music that lets people in. And he says, that's a compliment. I'm having trouble taking it, though, given the general melancholy. And she basically just, like, is ominous as hell. She's like, I really enjoyed my time with you. I hope we can keep in help. It won't be through my school email because if I don't go to the showcase, then I won't be able to afford next semester. And I said, okay, drop out, soft launch.
She literally was like, well, that's a wrap.
Yeah. Which was insane. Like, I literally was like, girl,
I mean, as someone that
just drop out.
when I get overwhelmed, I'm also like, well, I'll just drop out.
That is true.
I'll just drop out. That's a wrap. I actually was never going to be good enough.
Yeah. I was
So I understand her.
I was trying to calm Lauren down about general stress of finishing school, and this week is going to be kind of hell. And I was like, look, even if you had to, on the odd chance, retake a semester, you could do that. She said, no, I'd just call it a wrap. I was like, right at the finish line of your doctorate degree? Okay.
Look, I know a self-sabotager when I see a self-sabotager. And it's not ever, well, I can't speak for Hannah, this fictional character, but for myself, it's mostly just me allowing myself to say the words. I know I'm not going to. At that point, I have a generational lock-in, but sometimes you just gotta speak the bad out loud so you can get through it.
Fair. Well, this professor, what's his name? What didn't you say?
Naveed.
He's a real one because he goes, well, I'm still your advisor while you're a student, so you might as well get your money's worth and talk to me.
And that's facts.
Yeah. And what did she say? Like something about ripping yourself over and over, over and over again.
She basically talks about like how music for her, when she's writing, it's extremely painful.
Yeah.
And he essentially is like that it shouldn't be like, it should be honest, but it shouldn't be painful all the time.
Yeah, he said, and I quote, I don't subscribe to the mindset that art has to be painful. If you do it the right way, it's freeing. Which
he's just
bars.
Every single thing he said, I was like, wow.
Yeah, I felt like I was in therapy.
My God.
Yeah. And she makes a comment that sharing about herself and like being fully honest never goes over well for her. And we said something similar, but not about the same person. But I was like, what about Garrett? And she said, what about Allie? Like, these two people know pretty much everything there is to know about you. And they're still there and they still love you and support you. So like, that just doesn't make sense. Cue a Garrett montage as well, but whatever.
Well, he asked her, like, who makes you smile, essentially. Like, who makes you happy, who makes you smile when you're with them. And then it cues a freaking montage of Garrett. And I'm sorry, that should have been Allie. That's your girl. You just met this guy.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed in her.
No, I am disappointed in her too. I'm like, girl, look around.
I'm like, your feelings are valid, but your words and your reasoning is not. But that's okay.
Yeah.
You need to call Carol again.
And that's pretty much the end of that scene. He does kind of the who makes you smile or whatever, and the montage plays of her feeling happy with Garrett kind of clicks in her that she needs to get a move on because there's more important things in life than that. That's not a right way to say it. But there's good things in life that come from opening yourself up to someone, and that's Garrett for her.
He basically just helps her recenter her writing from taking it from a place of just writing about pain and reshaping it to write about stuff that makes her happy too.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to keep my mouth shut. But I'm like, really? You couldn't figure that out on your own? But I also get it. It's kind of like when Noah Kahn was in his documentary where he was like, you know, are people still going to like my music if I'm not just singing about how depressed I am? You know, like, and NF has said the same thing. Like, are people going to like his music if he's actually happy and is progressing and growing and healing? And I think that's valid when all you really know how to do and your basis is to write from a place of pain. But
I mean, I get it.
I appreciate everything the music teacher said. I appreciate the gentle parenting. She desperately needed that.
Yeah.
And now my girl, she knows the reason for her season, and that's Garrett.
Yeah, and so she's walking away feeling motivated again. Listens to a voicemail from Garrett saying he needs his Coach Wellesley pep talk.
He just met her, mind you. My thing is, what did he do when he got triggered before 2 months ago? You know?
Because he was like fine when they got together.
Yes.
And I understand Thanksgiving brought up a lot of feelings and like bad memories that he had probably suppressed. brother.
Look, you can't just treat everyone like shit just because you're going through something.
I just like also don't like
use a school counselor
thought process that your entire happiness and like center is found in someone else and you can't find it without them being there.
I just also am like, oh my fucking God, can you clue someone in on your headspace?
Maybe
you're
if he had
keeping
been a
it
good
all
friend.
to yourself. Yeah, he's a terrible friend, but we'll get to that.
If he had been a better friend and shared what was actually going on with who are supposed to be his best friends,
Even a little bit.
there would have been a little bit of grace. They could have given him a little grace. They could have helped him work through it a little bit more.
They're giving him hella grace.
They
and they don't even
already-
know
that's
why he's acting so pissy.
True. That's very true. Okay, back to speaking of Garrett, they're in the second period. Well, the second period just ended. They're down 3-1. I think I said that at the beginning, but it doesn't matter.
They're still down. They're still
they're
suck.
down 3-1.
Garrett's trash. He's being
Yeah.
an asshole to everyone.
Yeah. Before the period officially ends, Jules is doing like their commentary and stuff, and they say, someone hold Garrett's hair back because he's getting sloppy.
It was so funny. One thing about Jules, they're gonna read everyone to film.
Oh my God, the reads are
absolutely
so good.
every time.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. Delaney then absolutely bodies Birdie. Concussion protocol is implemented in the locker room after they're all kind of crowding around, seeing how he is, seeing what the doctors say. And what do you know? Garrett's over in the corner pouting, back turned to everyone else, not giving a fuck about what's going on with one of his teammates. And they're trying to then come up with a game plan. And Logan looks at Garrett in the corner, back turned to them and whatnot. And he goes, we know what the problem is. And Garrett goes, you have something to say? And he goes, yeah. And is like,
Every single word he said, I
single-
stand
I
10 toes
almost-
behind him on this. He was actually much nicer than
Yeah.
I would have been.
I almost wrote it down word for word, but I didn't because that was just going to be too much. He basically was like, you're not playing as a teammate. We're teammates. You're not passing the puck to anybody. You're not doing anything at all. You're just like being you, being trash. And I'm not going to lose this game strictly because you're Phil Graham's son and you get to do whatever the fuck you want with no consequences.
And period.
I also want to say, and I'm going to acknowledge it and move away. Birdie's injured, right? He's a defender. He's not going to play the third period. So the coach goes, all right, you're up. Calls like one of the other players.
Like a freshman or something.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to replace him. You would just be down a demon. Anyways, moving on.
These people don't use skate guards. They don't know. They don't know what the hell they're doing.
They don't know what the hell they're doing. That's true.
All they know is they've got a diva down.
Yeah.
And, And to quote Casey's tattoo, still we rise, you know?
Still our rise. Speaking of rising.
That's from Love Island. You didn't miss anything. That's not a character in the show.
Speaking of rising, Garrett stands up and he goes, stay in your lane, John. And Dean goes, it's not that deep.
He calls him by his first name like he said
Which is
something warranting that.
Crazy. And this is actually when Logan said, I'm not going to let us lose this game because Phil Graham's son gets to do whatever he wants.
Yep.
They almost fight, but like Tucker and Dean come in and like don't let them get to each other. And Garrett like tells Tucker to fuck off essentially.
I write it down for Tucker. That sent me over the edge. I was already eyeing the cliff and I just fully dove over.
Don't disrespect my Tucker.
First of all, he's been nothing but good to you.
Yeah. And you don't eat his food. You don't ask him how he's doing. You don't spend any time with your friend. But,
No, all you do is disrespect him.
you done fuck.
You don't deserve him.
Speaking of disrespect, this was disrespectful to me. Hannah's walking down the tunnel and stumbles across Garrett in the same green room that she sang the bitches back in. Why the fuck is he there?
Because the last time he got blackout mad like this, he was taking a little anger walking off his anger, and that's when he stumbled upon Hannah singing it. And of course that fixed him, because that's exactly what happens with unhealed toxicity and trauma.
It just attaches to somebody else.
So he went back to the room where it happened, and then she stumbled in there because she's got keys to the kingdom. That arena is actually her arena. She's got codes, keys, and full access.
And nobody's asking her any questions about who she is and why she's there.
Absolutely not. Why would you? How dare you?
Yeah, I will say his primary concern when he saw her was like, are you good? You've been kind of MIA. Like, are you okay? And she's like, oh, I'm fine. Even though we as the audience know
she's not fine.
Girl is not fine at all. And she drops this line that her mom then repeats later on in the episode, spoiler. She says, like, we'll start with the small stuff and work our way up, talking about like him working through whatever happened to be able to get through this game, essentially. She's like, let's focus on the game and then we'll work our way up and talk about the Cindy thing after.
Also, keep in mind, as an audience member, I didn't know what the fuck his problem was. Like, he was on some next level shit. And it took him being like, Cindy's here. She's here. Why is she here? For me to be like, oh, so that's what we're being extra cunty about, is because we thought that our... Not really. Like, I knew that he was upset about that, but to the degree that he is acting...
No, it did not warrant
to the
this.
degree of his reaction, I think is a better way to say it. It does not align for me. Like,
No,
you
I
had
agree.
one conversation with her, and it was basically due diligence, you know?
It was also like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It takes a long time. She's not working. In the book, she like didn't have a job. It takes a long time. It takes a long time to be able to leave someone. I also like assume most abusers cut you off from like any kind of friends or family.
Oh, yeah. Isolation is
So, like,
huge.
It did not warrant this reaction. This was just like a temper
maybe if this
tantrum
was a
reaction to
PBS
me.
special, she would have left him in the dust. But that's just not realistic.
Yeah.
And I don't really understand why he thought... I don't really understand why he thought that was just gonna be like, oh my god, you're right, I should leave right now. Like, that's just not how that works.
Yeah. No.
But
Especially
he's
with
a college
manipulation.
kid, so I'm giving him grace.
Yeah.
It just is crazy to me.
Yep.
I don't use this C word all that often, but this is truly crazy. He's acting crazy. He's acting like
That's not the C word I thought you were saying.
I use fairly.
Yeah, fair.
He is giving... his reaction is on par with the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills when they went to, I think it was Amsterdam, and Lisa Rinna and Kim get into it, and like a table gets flipped and like glasses are getting broken and shit just goes crazy, and it's all over nothing for the most part. That is how he's acting, and I digress.
Maybe there is no plane. Okay, anyways. Yeah, in this conversation or whatever, he's like, Cindy's here with my dad, and Delaney's kicking my ass. He's a monster.
Don't we know it?
And Hannah just, like, doesn't say anything about the last part. She's just like, and he's like, are you okay? Brother, read the fucking room.
You know she's not okay.
You know she's
what
not.
about her behavior and her presentation suggests that she's okay?
And then
That's a clue.
the next bit of rage bait that they like to put in front of me, then Halsey, yeah, that's what it felt like. Wellesley walks him to the bench to kiss him before he gets back on ice. Mind you, the rest of his team is already on ice.
But he's Phil Graham's
she's
son.
walking down the tunnel to the bench with him.
She proceeds to stay
the entire
basically behind the
game.
bench right there the whole game.
What the fuck?
But it's her arena, and he's Phil Graham's son, so whatever they say goes, and that's Bible.
I don't understand how he didn't get benched at this point by the coach. He disappeared.
In
He's been
real
a
life?
dick. Yeah, in real life, he would have gotten benched.
Honey, these people aren't using skate guards. We can't apply logic to this situation.
They're not using skate guards. Yeah. He takes the face off with Delaney. He's feeling cocky because, you know, the power of Hannah.
Power of his coach Wellesley.
And he goes.
They also shared like a beautiful kiss right before, which Delaney saw.
Yeah, Delaney did see that. I did completely skip over that note because I got so angry. I'm sorry. Yeah, Delaney did see them kiss. They go to the face-off. Delaney's not talking shit for the first time in a long time. So Garrett goes, what, you don't have anything to say now? And then they take the face-off and Garrett gets knocked down to the ice.
Are you not going to talk about what he said to Garrett?
It's not happened yet.
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
I don't remember him getting knocked off the ice. But there's so much rage bait happening, it doesn't even matter.
I was seeing red at this point. Yeah. And by the power of friendship, Briar gets their shit together. Let's go back to Allie and Joanna Maxwell.
Truly, let's get back to lighter times.
They're in the dorm room. She just finished helping her do a self-tape and whatever. So
they're basically just having a kiki.
Yeah, and Allie's like, you live the dream, and Joe's like, it's actually really hard being on Broadway. Like, yeah, it's fun to perform, but I don't have I have no life. I don't have the time to have a life. My dating life is in shambles. Allie goes, I can relate to that. Joe said, give me the gossip.
Pull the tea.
And Allie is very honest with her and is like, this is what happened with Sean. I'm sleeping with someone else, blah, 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 blah. She's like, and Sean says that I'm in another relationship, and Joanna's like, well, how long have you been seeing this other person? Have you seen anybody else? And she goes, bitch, I hate to break it to you, you're in another relationship. Which is true.
She held her hand when she said that.
Yeah, she
but
did.
It did need to be said.
Yeah, and
none of this is book accurate. I didn't even bother to read the books because none of this shit is applicable.
Yep. And Joe goes, I need a drink. We need to go off campus and get a drink.
Valid.
They go to an upscale bar, and up walks a man. He played the president's son in Paradise.
I literally said, what is Jeremy from Paradise doing here?
Yeah.
I know that side profile. Does Presley know you're here? Number one. Because
does Presley know that you're hitting on another girl?
It's crazy. I was like, I don't think you're allowed to know that this universe exists. Like, you're going through shit over there in Paradise. You need to focus on that. You've got bigger things going on right now.
You are quite literally fighting for your life. What do you mean you're stopping in at an upscale bar for a drink?
You don't have time for a drink.
You don't. And Allie's like, that's a good fake ID. And he's like, no, it's real. And then they just, like, are flirting or whatever. His name is Carter St. James. And
is there anyone she doesn't have chemistry with, is my question.
It's Mika. No.
The Riz Master.
She could have chemistry with a wall. I feel
Mrs.
confident.
Aura herself.
Yeah. But his name is Carter St. James, the fourth on his fake ID. And she goes, yeah, nobody's named that. That's a name from Glee. Glee mention.
We love Glee.
That's a clue.
Clue! That's a clue. He's in some, like, white posh boy outfit. The only thing missing from his look is he's missing his family signet ring that's been passed down from generation to generation.
Yeah, it's like a pinky ring.
Yeah, and they all have it. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing missing from him.
100%.
I'm pretty sure he rolled up on the family yacht, you know?
Yeah, I do know. She goes back to Joe, and Joe's like,
her name is Joanna.
She says call her Joe, so
okay,
I'm calling her
fine.
Joe. My
I abide
friend.
with Allie's rule. If I absolutely cannot call you Joe, so sorry about that.
Well,
couldn't if I tried.
She goes back up to my close and personal friend Joe, and she's like, what are you doing? That guy was hitting on you. You need to hook up with him. If you want to prove that you're capable of being alone, you need like a... Oh, I didn't like that.
Oh my God, Abby.
You need someone that you need to like have a hookup that you never speak to again or something like that.
You need to have a one-time.
A one-timer.
A one-nighter.
Sorry, I was about to say something even worse. Anyway.
Any worse than what you said already? I hope you edit that out. That was
I'm
evil.
editing that out.
That was evil work.
100%. I'm keeping this part in so you get to know you didn't get to hear it. Count yourself lucky.
I wish I hadn't had to hear it.
And yeah. Allie's like, I don't know if I can do that. And Joe goes, don't you want to know what being single and slutty feels like? And calls him over for her. Yeah, back at the game.
She proceeds to ask this posh boy if my friend over here wants to have hot meaningless sex with you and never talk to you again. Yeah. You can't get to know each other. Would that be okay with you? And he goes, absolutely. And I was like,
yeah.
I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's fair. Back at the game, Delaney is staring down Hannah on the bench. Because she's on the bench, you know.
She's the owner of this house.
Where else would she be? And Tucker, they're like huddling up the final minutes or whatever. Tucker goes, any words of wisdom, Cap? And Garrett says, let's fucking win this thing. Wow. Words of wisdom. We're in the dump because of you.
I think they had tied the game up at that point.
I'm not going to lie, I didn't check the score because I was just so busy being rage baited.
I know they score like 2 goals. I don't know. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Delaney starts mouthing off to Garrett before the face-off. They're at the dot. And he goes, Graham, you know what's going to be even better than beating you? Beating you in front of that lying slut.
Understandably, that does not go over well.
Garrett looks over to Hannah on the bench. It clocks to him who Delaney is. And they drop the puck, and Garrett's still standing there like this with his stick. They drop the puck, and he's just like... And then he just throws his stick on the ground.
Well, also, Hannah is like slow motion no. And I'm going, rock his shit. Yeah. I want to see his bloody corpse hanging in the rafters.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, girl. Shut the fuck up, Hannah. Shut the fuck up. Violence is the answer sometimes, okay? I'm sorry.
Welcome to hockey, bitch.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Garrett just literally throws a stick on the ice and beats the shit out of Delaney.
I'm pretty sure he like rips him via his cage to the ground and like rips his helmet off. Right. And then we just see
he ripped his helmet off so he could lay contact on his face.
And that's period. Sorry.
Absolutely.
I want him dead.
They're wearing cages. Where have the cages been this entire fucking show?
You don't need a cage if you're a baddie from Brer U. That's just facts. It's in the rule book, okay?
Okay.
That's the school of Amazon Prime hockey for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Hannah looks scared. Garrett's like escorted off the ice and past Hannah because, Hannah's on the bench.
Yeah.
And Hannah's like... You beat him.
I could not with her. This is the most insufferable thing she did. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You'll find no pity here for her from me right now. I said, shut the fuck up.
I was like, if you didn't want violence, maybe you shouldn't have walked him to the bench and given him a kiss right in front of Delaney, and Delaney never would have known.
Or like maybe you're like, hey, so the guy you're playing at any point, the guy you're playing, that is my rapist. I need you. She has done it before. She's been like, I need you to process a super traumatic thing I'm about to tell you, and I need you to be super cool about it. And he's proven he can do that.
Yeah.
I think if she had said that, then maybe. But at the end of the day, he needed his world rocked, and he got it. And she should honestly, I don't understand what she's scared about or nervous about, because that's exactly what should have happened.
100%.
I'm just sorry that you didn't have a best friend that was a guy and big enough in high school that could have beat that guy to a bloody pulp. Okay? So sorry about that. Violence is the answer sometimes. He deserved it. He's overdue for it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all. And that's actually not all, because it continues to go on. Garrett's in the locker room because they've kicked him out of the game, obviously. And he's talking to the coach, and he's like, what are they going to do? Don't worry, if you're that good, the NHL won't let anything happen to you.
And that's facts.
And Garrett goes, aren't you going to yell at me? And his coach says, why would I yell at you if I need you to actually hear me?
I love that man.
I mean, very philosophical, but also like, why in this moment? Crazy.
He does it. He's not a yeller, for real, for real.
That's true. The coach suspends Garrett for 4 games despite whatever the NCAA rules. I'm fine with it.
Again, I'm like, hey, at any point there could have been some context. Hey, guy, it doesn't make it better, but it kind of does, you know?
Because if I was that coach and he was like, sorry, that guy raped my girlfriend in high school.
Yeah.
And then caused such a scene that her parents lost their jobs.
Even, you can just leave it at that. Like you don't have to give him everything. Just, hey, that guy assaulted my girlfriend. So yeah, like it's on business with him. It's on site, and it's every single time. You know?
I would respect that. 100%.
But again, why would you communicate when you can just glare?
Speaking of communicating, his fuck-ass dad is there when he walks out of the locker room, and he goes, hey, I'm proud of you.
And it's just his son committing crimes on ice. Like, if that isn't just the most ridiculous thing. I was like, because you're a piece of shit.
And Garrett, it's so funny to me because Garrett takes like a solid 30 seconds of just like...
The man is too stunned to speak.
Before he responds. Yeah, he's just standing there. And I said, Jesus Christ, he's proud because he hit someone. And then he goes,
he didn't just hit someone. He committed multiple offenses.
Yeah, and then he's like... That's just some tough old school hockey. It happens. You get worked up and lose your control sometimes.
You would know. You're the expert on that. Insane.
insane. And then Phil Graham goes, I'll call the Bruins and take care of it. No one will keep Phil Graham's son off the ice.
Which is, I mean, that is
That's
how I
realistic.
imagine he is. That's
100%.
real.
Yeah, this next piece is like, welcome to reality, Garrett. This is actually how the NHL works.
Logan and Phil Graham working overtime to help Garrett understand his privilege, and it's just not really clocking to him.
No. He goes, as long as I have the name Graham on my back, I can just beat people up with no consequences for the rest of my life.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
that's
you
how it
can.
works around here. That's the sport you're in, and you should have known that by now.
And then I have some dialogue I actually typed out because I was like,
I think it's worth
this
typing
is a
out.
crazy conversation, but it's also just like a fact. He's like, yeah, so I can beat people up for the rest of my life if I have the last name Graham on my back like you. And Phil goes, I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, you do. He goes, I don't remember you complaining about being a Graham when you landed the best coaches, when you got on the best teams with the best equipment. And Garrett goes, with the best bruises, right? Easy
Ate him up with that,
Yeah.
mind you.
Easy to write it off when your kid plays the most violent sport.
Devoured him. Absolutely slimed him out.
Phil said, I did what I had to do. I don't want to hear how terrible of a dad I was to you for making you tough.
Narcissist.
Fucking insane. Towards the end of the conversation, Garrett goes, I'll never be like you. And Phil says, you already are.
Which is... It gave me chills. It physically hurt me, but I also was like, yeah, because no one has context to anything that you're thinking or doing
Yeah.
right now. So you do just look like your father's son.
You do. 100%.
You do.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah. And Garrett's like, fuck you. Don't talk to me. Don't come to my games. We're done. And storms off.
Which is valid.
Into the daylight because it looks like it is the middle of the day outside, which is actually insane. What time did this game take place?
It's hard to say.
I don't know. And Hannah's standing by his truck or his Jeep waiting for him.
Let me interject really quick.
This is the most bullshit. Please
I
interject.
hate a third act breakup.
Oh my God,
If
me
you
too.
can't come up with a plot, it is because you're either a bad writer or you rushed the plots and you didn't take the time to actually develop your characters.
Both are confirmed.
I'm sorry. A third act breakup over fucking nothing. A third act breakup over her rapist getting beat the fuck up by her boyfriend. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. That is so stupid. And that's also not the Hannah I know. She would have not dumped him for that. I can't
Yeah.
confirm with the book because I don't normally read that part and I haven't refreshed my memory on it. But not the Hannah I know.
Honestly, I don't really remember this from the book, but I think I may have blocked it out because I also hate a third act breakup. It is always over something stupid.
Because what
Mainly-
happened in the book is Phil Graham
Yeah.
made Hannah break up with Garrett
Yeah.
in exchange for like basically something with his career. Like he was going to ruin his career and like stop paying for Garrett to essentially live if he kept dating Hannah. So she got blackmailed by a grown adult man, mind you. Understandable. You're a college student and he does have money, power, and influence, and he's also scary.
Yeah.
And so she breaks up with him, goes on break, whatever. Garrett institutes a hands-off campus-wide rule, and then she finds out about it and goes back to him, and then eventually they get back together. And that is more interesting, and
100%.
I would have liked that storyline. It's actually a huge storyline. But no, we get this bullshit.
Yeah, because in the books, like you said, he's like, I'm going to cut Garrett off. Then he won't be able to do anything because hockey's an expensive sport.
Yep.
And he lives in a nice-ass house. And
Yup.
he's not going to be able to afford school. And she's like, fuck, I can't ruin his life. Breaks up with him. And then they have a conversation because he's like, I wish you would have talked to me because I would have told you my mom set up a trust fund for me and never told my dad because she knew how he was. I get access to it in 2 weeks when I turn 20.
Also, his grandparents would have paid his way.
Yeah, his grandparents would have paid as well.
But again, like
then
that,
they
she's
get
a
to-
college student, so it's understandable to be scared and intimidated by an adult that's blackmailing you.
Also because money's such a big issue in her life right now too. So like, yeah, I would have preferred that over this because why did they break up? Because she's like, that's ridiculous. You couldn't control yourself for 1 hour.
So fucking stupid.
they're screaming at each other. Like,
in the parking lot, mind you.
Screaming at each other. You can see people all around. Nobody's stopping to look, which
And
is
nobody
insane
likes
to
that
me.
kind of couple that just airs their shit out like that.
God, no. And he's like, I just wish you would have told me. Like, why didn't you tell me that I was playing a literal monster?
Which is so valid.
Yeah. And she goes, every time I tell someone the truth, it fucks everything up.
Which, what are you talking about? Like,
Also-
I understand that was your experience in your hometown. That has not happened. You
I'm also,
told him about it.
That's what I was about to say. He already knows. He just didn't know his name. It would have been very easy. Like you said, he's proven time and time again that he could take a lot of difficult information in all at once and not act out.
She
Why
needed to
would-
touch grass.
Yeah. And he's like, I'm not saying sorry. I did it and I would continue to do it every single time.
And yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely. I also said he's beating up an evil man. It's not like he's beating y'all's child.
He's getting
Or
enough.
you.
He is the mayor's son. He's getting enough breaks in life already.
Yeah.
Like, he's getting, there's no repercussions to this man. And you're mad because your boyfriend beat him up.
And she goes, it scared me.
Wow.
And Garrett goes, I scare you?
Yeah.
And she was like, what? No, of course not. Garrett, you're not listening to me.
But, like,
And
it is not a hop and a skip from it scared me to you scare me, because you are the reason that it happened and that scared me. Like, and then she tries to gaslight him about this whole thing.
The it in question is his actions. So,
And
like, it's very reasonable to deduct.
And also, she knows how triggering that sentence is going to be.
Oh my God, yeah. Even if he hadn't had the conversation with his dad that he had right before, like,
She knows the background.
Yeah, and he's like, my dad was right. I am like him. Golly, like, what?
Gee whiz.
And then he goes, one day, you're going to look at me like Cindy looks at him. Fuck. And
so sad.
and then he's like, I'm not good for you. Like, this is over. This needs to be over
and
for
then
your sake.
She is like, you're not listening to me. Oh, he was listening to what you were saying. He
We
was.
everybody in this campus was listening to you.
They can hear you in Canada.
Yeah, so they break up.
So stupid. Garrett won me in the divorce.
I literally said I chose Garrett in this divorce.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't even know that girl for real, for real.
Then the most ridiculous scene I've ever seen in my entire life.
Also, 1 second, because I wrote, these two are insufferable this episode. Can we just see what Bo is up to today?
Well,
and then the next scene. The next scene is Joanna and Allie and Bo, like, playing pool.
No, not yet.
It's coming, though. Coming soon to theaters near you.
What we got as the next scene was Hannah riding her bike, and now it's dark outside. I'm like, what?
I blacked this out.
You were in the room. I had to rewind because I was like, you've got to see this most. It's the
Oh,
most.
I was fixing my dessert.
Yeah. She's riding her bike and crying. Lauren said, ride that bike, bitch. Vroom, vroom, 5 miles an hour.
Yeah, I did. Apparently.
And it's like, clearly she's having flashbacks to going to the police station to report the rape and all of that. And then in real time, she crashes.
I'm
her
gonna
bike.
try and reenact this for y'all, actually. It's insane.
I wish we had a bike.
This is the handlebars. She's riding her bike angrily.
Wait.
She's riding her bike angrily. It, like, skirts, and then she literally steps over. And that's the crash.
It literally, yeah.
It's so...
Yeah, it was... And she had a stunt double.
It was also a stunt double.
It was a stunt double.
My God.
She's just like, fine, I'll just sit on this park bench.
Literally.
Her bike is broken at this point.
The chain breaks.
Yeah.
On it. It was...
Yeah. She calls her mom, and her mom's like, is everything all right? And she's like,
Clearly not.
She says, my bike is wrong. And her mom goes, we can fix your bike. That's okay. And she goes, I don't think we can. So she's like, what the fuck is happening? She literally says, I'm going to need you to connect some dots for me here. And Hannah just goes and spills all of the stuff that's been going on. And she goes, so that's a lot to unpack. Let's start with the small stuff and work our way up, which is what she told Garrett earlier. That's that therapy right there.
Love her so much.
And she basically like apologizes for ruining their lives with all the therapy bills and like being the reason they lost their friends and their jobs. And her sweet angel mom says, what did you do wrong? If you're feeling guilty, then what did you do wrong? You went to a party with a high school guy, had a drink, and you didn't do anything wrong. And then made a joke to lighten the mood. And I was like, that's actually
really,
perfect.
It really made me want to cry a little bit.
Yeah, it was very sweet.
From what we have a mother that's just like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, they do know exactly what to say.
100%. 100%. Next to last scene, thank God.
Blessings.
Allie and not Carter St. James, they're like talking at the bar or whatever. And he's like, did you change your mind on this whole like zero strings attached hookup situation? She's like, no. And he goes, you're kind of a shit liar.
Which is fair.
Pulls her by the bar stool
The hottest thing
closer
ever.
to him. Does everybody
He
remember?
literally does like this number, but like the masculine form of that, and then like leans forward and he's like, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna kiss you. It's gonna be the best kiss of your life. We're gonna really sell it to Joanne over there, and then you're gonna leave. And then he like fully pulls her closer, and then at this point I am pregnant for the second time by this man in the same episode, mind you. It was the finest thing I've ever seen in my life. How did we not cast Jeremy to be Garrett? I'm so sorry. Like,
honestly,
I know he doesn't fit the sorry, lip flake. Ugh. I know he doesn't fit the actual picture, but we already took liberties with the casting.
Yeah.
So we should have just taken more liberties and find someone with some fucking riz.
Also, just like, does everybody remember that video of Nick Jonas
Yes.
doing that to Priyanka Chopra?
Yes.
That's immediately what I thought of.
Every single time. Finest thing ever.
Yeah. And Joe's in the background like this.
One-handed, mind you. Literally.
One-handed, which she's tiny. So,
Yeah,
tracks.
she is. She's a petite little girl.
I will say it did make me cackle when she's like, you have the kind of body that suggests you work out on national holidays. And he's like, nah, I take Memorial Day off. Yeah, I just have it was really good song choice. Looked like a great kiss.
It looked like an amazing kiss.
Looked like a fantastic kiss.
Like, I don't know how they do that, but 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Need that.
Yeah. Okay, last scene. The hockey house. Garrett walks in. He owes everybody an apology there, but I'm sure they're not going to get one from him because Logan is sitting in the kitchen. Garrett walks in there. Logan's like, what is going on with you?
For the upteenth time, he is a friend reaching out and getting absolutely nothing.
Yeah, and Garrett says, I don't want to talk about it. And Logan goes, you never do. And they just like sit in silence hoping that Garrett's going to say something, and he doesn't. So Logan grabs his keys and leaves.
Literally, what is the song that's like, say something, I'm giving up on you. That was the perfect song to play in the background of this.
Absolutely. Yeah, Bo, Joe, and
Here we are. This
Allie.
is what my Bo is up to.
Yeah, they were playing pool at the upscale bar. Dean's sitting in a booth in Malone's with Jules and Tucker. And Dean is looking at all the messages that Allie hasn't responded to him on.
Book accurate.
Facts. And Logan joins. And it's a very sweet, wholesome moment.
I'm going to say something.
That
Logan
Garrett doesn't get to be a part
fine.
of.
He looked fine in that outfit.
I'm sorry, Renee.
I'm not
I
sorry.
like him.
I can acknowledge that I don't like him, but I like the words he says.
Yeah.
These last 2 episodes. I can be won over.
Yeah, pretty much from the first scene I saw him, I was like, fuck, I'm going to like this guy. And I didn't
know.
want
You
to.
folded so freaking
He
fast.
was fixing a scene.
You folded
was
faster
hot.
than Carl with Anaya.
My walls are up.
Your walls are made of wet paper, and that's fine.
And so what? He could...
Look, I'm just...
to say.
You whore.
I've lived with you for too long.
I know. I'm such a bad influence. I apologize.
Yeah, they're in the booth, though. They're just, like, chilling, whatever. And I said a very sweet scene that Garrett doesn't get to be a part of because he's a bad friend.
He's such a shitty-ass friend.
Yeah. Hannah.
I actually said I'm Team Logan now.
I'm Team Logan.
Because
Put
I'm sorry.
Logan and Hannah together.
They're horrible. No, I'm Team Logan. Like, I'm on Logan's side in the divorce between him and Garrett. Like, no.
What if... Never mind.
I just don't.
I'm not trying to catch strays on the internet.
They have made him horrible. He was not horrible like this in the book.
Yeah.
He just wasn't.
It's truly just like the changes that they have just made Garrett
It's just
likable.
they're cowards in the writing room, or
Yeah,
they're
100%.
not good at it, and so all they did is amplify 2 character traits in him, and that's it. They didn't flesh him out any more than that.
Yeah.
It's just lazy writing.
The last 2 clips I have, because it's just kind of showing where everybody's at. Hannah is watching Dirty Dancing, eating Cheetos, which is book accurate. Dirty Dancing is like her comfort movie.
That is true.
Allie comes in, clocks what happened, comforts her, whatever. And then Garrett is playing NHL on Xbox, alone, of course. And the actor is trying to summon tears. Credits roll.
What was your plus minus penalty box?
Plus Joanna Maxwell and the hottie at the bar.
My plus is Naveed's song, and then also
Honestly, yeah.
Hannah and her family. I'm not like you. I loved the little bit of
That's fair.
getting to see the little appetizer of their family
That's
dynamics. Fair. What was your minus? There were so many to choose from.
I know. I stuck with the concept of a 3rd act breakup over something so stupid.
Mine was, and this is verbatim, we didn't get to see Delaney's corpse strung up above the ice for other rapists to see as a word of warning. And that's a missed opportunity.
That is a missed opportunity.
What's your penalty box?
The freaking bike crash stunt double situation.
Mine is no one will keep Phil Graham's son off the ice. Go. Sorry, I almost said something really
To quote
foul.
Ariana Maddox.
That's what I was about to say. I had to stop the words because that's too graphic.
Oh, I said the silent part out loud.
Just blur it out.
Yeah.
So yeah.
These are the things that I need to see in the last episode or I'm going to be pissed. Call Dean scene.
They should not give that to us in season 1.
My thing is they've already given us 2/3 of their story.
Yeah, but then they're going off the deep end with this other like bar hookup. Like that didn't happen.
I'm pretty sure she
Not in this
did.
timeline.
Nothing in this timeline happened.
I think that happened after their break, which happened after a trigger warning that I'm not going to be discussing because I swear to God, if Amazon if Amazon touches a hair on Bo's head, it's curtains. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Next week is our last week of Rage Bait, hopefully. And we're going to
I need to see Garrett grovel. I'm talking crawling on the floor on all fours to his friends. Yeah. I need him to fully unpack, and I need actions to back up his words because he's giving nothing to those friendships. He doesn't deserve them at all. At this point, I hate him. I'm sorry. I kind of hate him, and I never thought I'd say that about my Garrett Graham, but I hate this man. I don't even know who he is.
At this
I
point,
love the actor. It's no shade to the actor. It's bad writing. I don't like the storylines. And also, my love, let's think of how we can make a different angry face, okay? That's just food for thought. I'm not going to tell you how to do your job because I don't know how to do it.
I am going to be so pissed if Garrett goes to Hannah and apologizes for beating up Delaney.
Also, at this point, I don't even want to see them together. They clearly need to heal apart.
Yeah, 100%.
But I'm sure he's gonna go apologize, and then they're gonna be all goodsies for the rest of their life. Happy days.
Yeah, I'll see you next week. Maybe
we might be drinking.
Yeah.
Stay strong out there.
Stay strong out there.
Bye.
Bye.